Hey guys, real quick intro. In May, one of my neighbors found a robin. Now the robin was old enough for the parents to be teaching it how to hunt. You know, and you will see parents feeding the babies, and sometimes they let them go a little bit hungry, so they learn how to hunt on their own. But this little fellow, even though I was leaving him a little bit hungry to see if he will pick up the food on his own, whether it was in a dish or I took him outside and tried to leave the food on the ground, he was not getting it. It was almost like he was a little bit slow. And I'm not being mean when I call this bird like stupid, but yeah. And when I first got him, I thought, okay, maybe he's got a little bit of head trauma, or there's some kind of trauma going on. Because for the first 2 or 3 days, he wasn't really acting exactly right. And there is a little video that you will see. I asked Gremlin to babysit the bird. Gremlin, my cat, is a very special cat. He will hunt mice and stuff in the house. And you would think, okay, why isn't he hurting the bird? Like I said, he's a special cat. He's not going to hurt the bird. I'm not going to explain into detail, you know, he just wouldn't hurt the bird. And it's not like I left him alone and I went into outside to do my chores or do whatever, but if I had to, I could. I trust my cat. People are like, oh my God, how could you? Sometimes in your life, you just have a special animal you could, okay? Not everybody does, but yeah, just like I trust my dogs. If I told my dogs to watch or guard the bird, they wouldn't hurt the bird, okay? Even though Gremlin's a hunter, you know, two, you can train a cat. It's not as hard as you think. Two, the cat, believe it or not, does not think he's a cat. He thinks he's a dog. Besides the point. Anyway, he was very slow at wanting to pick up how you hunt. So I had to sort of like teach the bird how to hunt to eat, which is not very easy. After talking to some of my aviary friends, getting some information, asked them have they ever dealt with this. They said sort of, and it almost is like he had dummy foal syndrome. It's what one of my friends described it is. What it was like similar to, that's what it almost was like to her. And it's kind of like it didn't get enough oxygen in the brain or in the egg. Could have been, and he could have still had some head trauma. Something could have happened to him when he was younger. There's been a lot of storms in PA happening, and my neighbor said he did find him on the ground. And he was getting ready to mow, and a day or two before, there was a storm that came through, I think just the day before, and he got ready to mow early that morning, and why his cats, the other neighborhood cats, had not found him and ate him, I don't know, because we have neighborhood cats around here. They're all fixed. We just have cats around here to control the varmint. But yeah, short intro, because I know you don't want to read a great big long intro of the robin, and that's why you will see a robin in this. I may do another intro because you will see another little rescue bird that we got in. I feel bad for that little poor rescue bird. This one's name was Fidget. Her name turned out to be a female. I don't know if this other little rescue bird was a boy or girl. We named that one Lucky Lou. Just Lou for short. It only lived a day. It was really emaciated. You could feel its poor little bones. It was starving. It had some kind of trauma real bad to this eye. It was a little bit swelled and bulged out. You could tell it had been starving badly. Like not getting any food, nutrients. It had perked up the next day, but it was not enough and it still passed. I'll tell you all about that one when I go to introduce that one. But anyway, enjoy Fidget and that, and some farm pictures and some baby chicks. Most of the baby chicks that you will see, they have already went to their new homes. They're doing good. They're doing well. And just some other stuff. and enjoy. Hold on, and before I forget, Fidget, yeah, she went out in June. She's now back into the wild, thank God. Oh my God, thank God. There for a while, it was touch and go, I swear to God. I mean, I would take her out, she'd be gone like way early in the morning. I mean, she'd be outside, hopping around. I swear to God, if I had to come inside, she wanted to come inside with me, and it's like, no, you stay outside. Because I did not have a cage. I used to have cages that I would put the babies in. The baby birds in, chicks in, so they felt like they were outside. And they were safe from, like, you know, cats, whatever. But I don't have, like, bird cages like I used to. Because I had a house fire, 2019. Lost all that stuff. Some people, like, reached out to me and said, well, I got little mesh cages. Little mesh cages, you know, cats can knock down, birds can get out of. I need, like, a regular bird cage. And I don't get as many rescues as I used to. I didn't want to go out and just buy a bird cage. I was like, I'm not going to just go out and buy a bird cage right now. I'm fine. You know, because things are expensive nowadays. I'm sorry. They are. I wanted, like, a nice, you know, solid metal, good bird cage. I figured, you know, I had my old iguanas netting cage that I could put her in, you know, during the day. I had, like, a big tote-like cage. And it's really nice and cool out here. She could be in here during the day with us. And I always flipped the lid out. She flew around in here for a little bit. And she, you know, and most of the time, if I was in here sitting down, but I was usually outside trying to teach her how to hunt, eat, do stuff. I only came in here and sat down in here and took a break. And the only time I usually shut this lid is if I was eating or I wanted her to eat and try to eat. I just shut the lid and put her in here. Or if I want to take a nap. The only time she was actually in a cage is when I was having a headache or something like that. Then, you know, she was either in the little tote thing or I put her in the mesh cage, which is bigger, in the bedroom. Other than that, she was outside. But she is outside. I don't hardly see her much anymore, which is good. Some rescues that I've had throughout the years, they're annoying. They used to keep coming back to visit. They land on your head. They still beg you for food even when they have their own family. And it's like, go away. I mean, it's nice. It makes you feel like, you know, Snow White. Which gets annoying. It's kind of like, you feel like Snow White. It's like, you know, go away. I'm not feeding you anymore. I said, here's a baby, go away. You have your own family. Now you got to feed them and feed your family. And, you know, you got your own family you got to feed. Now you got to feed them. But it's nice. She's out by the chickens. And, you know, there's worms out there. There's worms in my compost pile underneath my bunny pen. So, she's fine. She's out there. She's living her best life. She sits up in a tree when I go outside and, you know, I feed my farm. She sings to me. She talks to me. She don't come down too much anymore because the wildness in her has taken over, which is what sometimes can happen. A lot of people get depressed, like, no, I want my baby. Fine. You know, that whole thing, if you love it, set it free. If it comes back, it's meant to be. No, if you love it, set it free. If it comes back, good. That's the way it's supposed to be. But anyway, there'll be pictures. I'll show you. The last picture I actually have of her is of her eating her food on the porch. And it's kind of hard to get pictures of her in a tree and focus my camera because sometimes she just blends right in with the tree. And when I think I get a picture of her, I'm like, nope, that's not her. It's a picture of the tree branch. But anyway, now you can enjoy the rest of the videos. And not this ugly mug. And I'm probably down here and off, and you're probably getting dizzy. Because I don't know how to focus my camera on me. And you probably got more of my double chins. Grandma, you gonna go sleepy with that baby bird? Yeah. You'll hunt the mice. If they're pregnant females, you won't kill them. You'll bring them to me. And if they're babies, you'll bring them to me. Baby chickens you won't hurt. Baby birds you won't hurt. You truly are a Buddha kitty. Like the old DC. That baby bird just cuddled right up to you and be like, oh, I'm gonna cuddle with you, Mr. Kitty. And usually birds' instincts are to run from a cat. And like somehow that baby bird knew that you were okay. Yeah. Yep, you're just gonna lay there and go to sleep with that little baby bird. See, you know, animals can live in harmony together, like the lion and the lamb. That's what makes you amazing, Mr. Gremlin. Yep. Yeah. He's like, the only reason I'm doing this, Mom, is because you'll give me treats later. No, this ain't the only reason, Mr. Gremlin. It's because you truly are amazing, just like Kylo. You're special. Yes. You're very special, Mr. Gremlin. You checking in on the baby? He's still sleeping. At least thank you for watching him while I set up a little container for me. Yes. And they're so sweet. Okay, you got Mama Morty in the pen. With, now these chicks are the ones that are for adoption or sale. We got Mama Morty in with the babies. Sorry I'm so shaky. With the babies for sale. Because they're big enough they can't get out of the playpen. I mean, there might be one or two of the small ones might be able to squeeze through, but, you know. I've had them out in what I call, let me back this up. What I call, come on camera. What I call my little small round pen. But with 7 of them, it was getting kind of cramped in this little small pen. So I figured, well, they'll go in that pen. Now I got the other small carrier, not carrier, but other small pen, which is the pen that I put Ben in. I know they can't get out of that one, but I wasn't dragging that out. Ben, stay out of it. Stick your head in. But this works good enough to get out real quick. Put them in here. Just real quick for me to come out if I want to sit real quick. You know, if I don't really feel that great, I got like a slight headache, my back hurts. For me to be able to just carry these guys out, set them out here with real quick food and water, just, you know, in the afternoon to sit for maybe an hour or two with the dogs outside. And to teach Ben, you know, look at them, but don't be getting in there chasing them around. You know, it gets us some outside time. And I found this little thing. Somebody had it as a fish tank, and then they had either a hamster or a gerbil. And they tried turning it into a tank, but I guess it didn't work. Until they could get a regular tank because it chewed. And they asked me if I wanted it, could use it for the bird, and I said okay. So, just temporary. He's up there waiting for his food. So I brought him out here. I figured, hey, it's good enough. I put him in Yoda's tank or cage last night, you know, and it works like if we're not home, so he's got a little bit more space. But I figured if we're out here in, if we're out in the kitchen, out in the living room during the day and while we're home, this works okay. It works, you know, for temporary, for right now. That way Ben can't get into it. It can be up on something, you know, I'm not really worried about the cat, you know, getting his claws in or anything. If it's really hot, I don't want to put him in there because then he could get too hot. But if it's, you know, that's why I'd rather have a cage so he can come outside. That's why he's sitting here in the shade. I'm going to take him out. But if it's really hot, on really nice days, he can come outside. If it's like a little bit rainy, windy, stormy, like I used to do with the other birds, and he can come outside in the cage. That way, you know, cats can't really get into the cage, but they can get used to the sounds, weather conditions, stuff like that. So when we return them to the wild, you know, it's almost like having an aviary outside. They can get used to all kinds of conditions. I come outside all times of the day, feed them. You know, they're fine. Ben. No. Out. You can tip that cage over. You see Kylo getting in that cage? Lay down and watch. Nope. Your job as a flock guardian is just to watch them. And herd them when I tell you to. Good boy. I know, Kylo had that same problem. Kylo's back there like, I'm letting Mom reprimand Ben. I guess I'm on babysitting duty today. But anyway, when I used to rescue the bird and stuff like that, we used to put them outside during the day when we were home so we could, you know, watch them. Feed them outside, do everything outside. That's with the little dish, and, you know, I call it gruel food. But that food right there has got like probiotics, you know, all that kind of stuff in it for them. You know, this stuff is all nutrition for them and stuff that they're used to having in the wild. But this stuff has got all kinds of vitamins, minerals, and stuff like that in case this stuff isn't, you know, exactly up to, you know, nutrition standards. This has got everything in it for them. But that way, if I had a cage like I did at the old place before it burnt down, he could come outside, be outside, get used to all the elements, wind, rain, storm, stuff like that, thunder, lightning, so then he wouldn't be like an old bird Smudge. Even though I had Smudge outside during that stuff, I think he fell when there was a storm, and he got like a post-traumatic stress disorder, but there was a lot of things wrong with that old grackle. And this bird here should be out, you know, he's starting to learn how to peck the ground and pick up stuff, but it's like as soon as he eats like one or two things of food, it's almost like what they call a dummy foal. It's like he'll start to eat and he wants to like fall asleep. Almost like dummy syndrome. So I don't think it's from the fall. It's almost like some chicks that I've seen where, you know, lack of oxygen and stuff like that, where their head and neck swells. It could take 2 or 3 days even after the swelling goes down in their neck and stuff. I have to sometimes syringe feed them for a day or two until they actually get it, because it's kind of like they're dumb. You know, it's a dummy syndrome. It's kind of like they want to be fed. You literally have to teach them how to eat on their own. And the parents, I think he can fly, he can crawl up and down stuff. And I think the parents just kind of left them there on the ground. I've seen the other robins out. I left them on the ground, and they literally walk away from him, I think, because they know he has dummy syndrome. Like, you don't want to learn how to eat and survive on your own. We'll just like to die. And eventually, within time, he'll pick it up. But it's the survival of the fittest. They don't want to continue to nurture his behavior. And what it would be is, out in the wild, he would be just left to die. He would be left to starve. He would be left for whatever comes along to eat him. And the neighbor brought him over, like, parents ain't around, I can't find a nest. I left him out in the yard and watched, and none of the other birds want anything to do with him. And it's almost like he's really slow at picking stuff up. So he just needs a little bit of time. Within time, he'll pick stuff up, get stuff. You know, will they pass it on to the children? No, probably not. Not unless one of their kids lacks oxygen in the egg when it comes out. Ben, you're not playing with the chicks. Go pick a stick in the yard. Just watch the babies. That's your job. Watch for danger. Yeah. I gotta feed the bird. Watch for dangers. He wants to play with the baby chick so bad, and I get it. Yeah, we can't play with him. We just watch him. I don't want to do the same thing. And he's got to learn. You don't always play with the things. You just sit there and watch them, and you guard them. Good boy, Mr. Ben. We guard the chicks. Yeah, we guard the chicks from dangers. Kind of like you do your service dog work with Mommy. You just comfort her and watch her. Make sure she's okay. Yeah. Come here, Mr. Ben. Come. Come here. Ben, come. Good boy, come. Get over here. Come here. Ben. Come here, goober. Come here. You watching the skies? Is there anything in the sky? There is? What's in the sky? Come here. Get over here. Come on. Come here. Ben. Hey. Mr. Ben. Come here. Good boy. I know, you can't come that far. I'm sorry. Say, oh, I can't come that far, Mom. Good boy. Good boy. I'm sorry. You're like, I couldn't come that far, Mom. Good boy, Mr. Ben. Good boy. I know, you want to play with the baby chick. I know. But we can't. We watch them. We just watch them. Sit. Sit. We just sit. We just sit and guard the we just sit and guard them. We just sit and guard them. Yeah. We just watch for any dangers. Yeah. You just let me know if there's any dangers. That includes bugs, okay? You let me know if there's any bugs that come around them. And bees. You let me know if there's any bees. Yeah. Mom don't like bees. Let me know if there's any bees that come around them, okay? Alright. Bees are danger, danger. Yeah. Mom don't like bees. Alright. I gotta get the worms. And right here I got a little bit of Gatorade. And with this for water. For hydration. Are you hungry? I'm pull this out of it. And I got water in there. This is gonna fall. This ain't set up right. There we go. Hello, your name is Fidget. I named him Fidget. Because you're fidgety. Yeah, you're fidgety. This is falling too much. I did have this where it wasn't falling so much. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. That's just gonna fall in it. Let me get this one up. Oh, hold on. Well, I don't want it to fall on you. I got the tweezers in my pocket. Hold on. Here, this worm's already topped up. This not even on you. Is that on you? Yeah, that's on you. Say hi, Kai. Ben? Enough. I gotta chop this worm up. I didn't pre-chop worms up. If you're not gonna eat them, I'm not gonna waste them. And I've tried showing him the worms on the ground. And I got a big old butter worm here. And I'll feed them wax worms or butter worms because they're fatty. Keep a little bit of weight and stuff on them. Yeah. Time. There we go. Here, I got 2 mealworms here ready to go. Yeah. There you go. Mix it up. Ah! Get the worm, get the worm, get the worm, get the worm. Smack daddy. I went out and hunted these worms for you. Now these mealworms that I have are mealworms that I've raised. And at first he didn't like my mealworms. Because I feed my mealworms like lettuce, carrots, cornmeal, broccoli, lots of different things. Lots of yummy things. Ah, yummy. Like I said, he's outside. He's free to go. If one of the robins, when it takes him on, he's free to go with the robins. But I will do whatever I can, help him out. Yeah. I think it is a female because it's got light gray. And this right here is actually a lighter orange and not as dark of an orange or rust color. Either way, Fidget fits a boy or girl. So does Little Britches. Doesn't it? Here, it's a little wiggly, but you gotta learn. You gotta learn. That's my finger. 2 for 1. That's a little small one. Chip, chop, 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 chop. I think it's off camera. Yeah. We're off camera, I'm sorry. You're probably like, you're feeding the wall. I'm sorry, guys. You weren't even seeing me. Ben, what are you doing? You're tangled up. Hold on a minute. Here you go. Hey, watch the baby bird. I gotta go untangle Ben. Okay, Ben, get down me. Ben. Hold on. Well, I might walk back to South Carolina. That's because you're a dummy. Pretty cold. Come on. Get over here. This way. Use that. Alright. Were you good? Alright. Ready? Look, 2 more. Hungry today, huh? Hey, 2 more. Mushy. They were too smushed up. See? It was too smushed up. You're being picky. Now, if you don't eat some of the ones I smush up, if I wait, you know, for a while, then, you done? Go ahead and mush this one up. Here in a couple more minutes, probably hungry again. Drink some water. Droppy. It's a drop. Dropper. There we go. Dropper. Just want a drop of water. There we go. Oof. Alright. Food! Didn't do that right. Food! Here we go. I gotta go untangle Ben again. Can you wait right there? Okay. I will be back. I'm having a hard time with my back again. Ben, we have been over this. Here. This way. You do this purposely, I tell you. So I'm not paying attention to you. Sit. You're doing this purposely, and I'm not paying attention to you. You know that? He's doing this purposely because it's like mom brings the new baby home and the older kid gets jealous. And he's pulling stuff. And that's why. Yeah. That's why. You know, life doesn't revolve around you, Mr. Ben. Alright. Want some gruel? Are you full? Want some gruel? Huh? Got a little bit too much, didn't I? Yeah. You made a mess down there. Kept your water clean, though. And some more gruel? Are we full? What? Come here. Come here. I know what Mr. Ben probably wants. You're probably getting full. Hold on a second, guys. Oh, I know. Now, I've raised birds before, and I've had my dogs around. And the wild birds, he's not feeding you. The wild birds, they'll come back to us, they'll come back to our dogs, but they will avoid other dogs, other cats, even other humans. They seem to trust, they'll trust us, they'll trust our dogs, they'll trust the cats, but they don't trust the other humans, they don't trust the other dogs. Because they see us as safe. That's what he wanted. He wanted to see the Want to get down and go explore? You can. Go ahead. Your parents out here, do they want you back yet? Wanna go see the chickens? Down here? Are you afraid of the chicken? Are they scary? They're babies like you are, except different. Come on. Will you quit being a baby? Watch. Perch on there. Now see, you're fine. Right there, watching them. They're watching you. Ben, out of there. Now sit. No barking. He's fine. He's so worried about his little buddy. Look at that. Look, Ben is so worried. Because he knows his friend is scared. You're fine. Your little friend is fine. Yeah, no, he's not. He's scared, Mommy. Oh, you scared him.
Sorry.
Did you get scared? It's okay. Oh, you jelly bird. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. And there you go. Oh my goodness. Ben. Your bark is very annoying. Why are you coming up so close? Are you so scared? You're so scared. You can't be scared. Stop being scared. I'm not feeding you anymore. Get down. Ben, stop mothering him. No. Stop it. Sit it down. Let him figure it out. He's got to learn. Ben, let him play with other kids. His own size. There. See, he figured it out. He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn to navigate. Technically, they're not his own size. Come over here and reprimand this pup. She's like, no. It's like, I'm staying out of this. Sometimes Kylo's like, no. Yeah, go annoy Kylo. I dare you. Hey, you took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Where you going? Yeah? Where you going? You gonna take a walkabout? Bye. See ya. Ben's gonna miss you. You gonna go explore the yard? Just remember where the food's at. Ben, you're fine. Ben, he's fine. He's not gonna go far. I'm not coming. Go find some bugs. Did you find any bugs? Is there a bug over there? Ben's like a nervous bear, like, oh my god, he's 2 inches away from me. And I'm watching the trees. There's nothing. What are you doing over there? And I'm watching too, making sure there's no kitties. Now there is, I don't want him to go around the front of the house because there is places he can get in. Get stuck. I just dropped all my smokes. Yes, I'm keeping an eye on him. Where are you going? It's nice to see a whole bunch of butterflies around poop. See? You can have sweet stuff around poop. I'm cleaning out my chicken pens. And, hi Rick! Everybody's like, oh, well, butterflies only eat sweet stuff. Butterflies, believe it or not, eat poop. Well, they don't eat poop. They, I don't know if it's the moisture or what it is, but it's dry poop. They don't have teeth, they have a little feeler thing. And this is dry. But yeah. Hi guys. We cleaned it out. It's airing out still. Clean out day. But you guys are nasty. We have to do. We clean it out. We vacuum it out. And then we pressure wash it. And then we scrape it. And I gotta come along here and I gotta scrape this. And then some of this white stuff you see isn't like mold, it's from diatomaceous earth. And then I ran out of leaves, we were raking leaves. Well, we can rake a little bit more leaves from down off of here. But some of the old bedding that's not too muddy, then we can put back in there. And like these leaves around here, we can rake up and throw in here. Help dry it up. Hi, Morty. We put Mama Morty out here for the chicks. And see, some of the leaves, or grass, like some of those little flowers, I let grow up. And I'll probably weed some of them down. But I do that to give a little bit of coverage. Like that plant right there. I gotta... Excuse me, I'm talking. That tree I gotta pull out. But I'll leave like a little bit of grass like that grow up thin so I can see snakes. But it gives them coverage. Because this part gets sunny. But if I let the grass grow up just in certain spots like... Excuse me, I'm talking. If I let the grass grow up in certain spots like that, when it gets really sunny, if they're out here, it provides a little bit of shade. Just like those 2 clumps of bushes, it's just enough where it gives them shade. Hi, chickies! You guys are going to your new home soon. hopefully. I'm just waiting for a pickup. You guys aren't supposed to be eating adult food. There's your chick food. Quit eating Morty's adult food. I don't get that. It's like, I put adult food out here for Morty, and there's her chick food. As soon as I put adult food out, they want to eat the adult food. And I've already started putting a little bit of, like corn and oats in their baby food. And I think that's why they're eating the corn and oats out of the adult food. Not necessarily eating the adult food, the pellets. They're eating the corn and oats out of the adult food, even though they got some in their baby food. I mix their baby food up. I keep all the baby food the same. And I add my own little mix to the baby food. But when these guys start getting a little bit older, I put a little bit of corn and oats. And sometimes, like I'll put ground flaxseed in the baby food. But then when they get older, I'll add flaxseed and sometimes a little bit of birdseed as a treat to their food. But I keep all the baby food the same because I have different stages of babies. And like these guys up here, they got cleaned out. And the bottom and everything's dry. The top got done, but the bottom, it's metal. The metal's dry. The top part is wood, and the nesting boxes are wood. It's not dry, so it got aired out. But we put the bedding and where the metal's at, but we're waiting for the top and the bottom and the nesting boxes to dry. This got done really early this morning. It's all dry. But we just put the shavings and stuff like that in. I want to put some more finer bedding in and hay. And once we put that in, it makes it a little bit dusty, so we give it about a half hour, and then we close it up. They're going to go in there and mess it up, and then it's going to get dusty. Just like they'll do the same thing. So, your bunnies are doing good. Hi, guys. I put these guys down here, but not with the baby chicks. I would put Garth, because I think Garth would be okay down here with the baby chicks. But I'm not sure about Noah, how he would be with the babies. And my back hurts too much to stand out here right now. And two, Tucky comes along here, and from time to time, see that tall grass? She will actually pick and eat most of that tall grass down. So I just leave it grow, because half the time it looks like that short grass there. And when I put her in here within a day or two, she'll have it eaten down. Oh yeah, now you're eating the chick food. See, I don't put that much chick food out here, because I do, but I don't. I put a little bit out here. And I put a little bit out here for Morty, so he has some. What are you doing? See what some of my chickens do? And I changed their water. John was out here. You've seen John put the chicks out here. And in one video, you'll see John out here with the chicks, putting the chicks out here. And he changed their water. Well, when he changed their water, he gave them all fresh water, and two of those bowls are half empty and muddy. Gave them fresh water, and he changed their pool. And that's what they do. Oh, it's you. It sounded like something was raining behind me. Hey, Wonder. Hi. Hey, Wonder. Hello, gorgeous. Hi. What are you doing, Wonder? That's Wonder right there. What are you doing? Wonder! Hi, Wonder, baby. Wonder, what are you doing? Where's most of your tail feathers? I always say Wonder is over there, but he's not. Wonder, are you over there? No. Wonder stayed kind of smallish like his mom. Yeah. Hi. Here's Romy. Mommy's all wet and muddy from a bath. Hi, guys. And Dodo. Yep. Made my Wonder baby. Wonder, if you notice, the other two, they... Hey, Dodo. Stop it. You're being mean. Wonder kind of kept the physique like his mom. He used to have a drake feather, but looks like half his tail's molted. Hi, Rick. Go around, I'll show you the other ones. And Romy. And I gotta clean Morty's cage out. Hi. There we go. Hi. That's Silhouette. She's got gray on her neck. She's an old girl. The first big black duck, which is right there. That's Mamba, that's the dad. Yeah. And that's his brother, Nightshade. Yeah. I can tell them apart because Nightshade's just a little bit smaller. But if you look, they carry themselves a little bit heavier and lower to the ground. Mamba sort of carries himself a little bit up. But if you see how Romy's physique is, she's the brown one right there. And you've seen him in the other video, he stands up a little bit straighter. Hey, girls. You muddy. Yeah. And their feet, which is really funny, her feet are basically blackish color. They're sort of like a lightish orange color. And their feet are like a orangish color. They're just muddy. But his feet are really orange, like a bright, bright orange, like hers. Their feet and her feet, if you look up. If you look up Cayuga ducks, their feet color are a little bit different. Hi, guys. You got an egg in there. And those are the eggs I was trying to let my chickens incubate and hatch out in here. And I checked them all, and they are no good. They are... Some of them were fertile, but they went kind of bad. And some of them non-fertile. So, nope. The chickens were... I had a couple that were going to go broody in here, and we decided, well, we'll let some of them hatch them out in here. Same with my Banhams up there. They were going broody, and that's what happens. Some chickens, they go broody, and they start going broody, so... these bigger chickens can hatch out more, so I decided to let two of my broody hens go broody in here. And I figured as soon as they hatched them out, I'd put them in with the chicks. And I timed them just right with the ones that would be hatching out inside. And I let my Banhams do the same in there. And some of them, they weren't fertile, and some of them, they started to fertile, they started to become fertile, and halfway through they just went because the hens decided to get off of them. So they were, I seen them out here eating, and some of them will get off the nest for a certain amount of time to go eat and drink real quick, and then hurry up and go back inside. And some of them will stay on them, stay on them straight. That's why I made sure there was a little bit of food and water in here, so they didn't have to get off the nest too long or go too far. But I think they were off just long enough to, that it caused them to, so, oh well. Hi. Hi, gorgeous George. George is a daddy. Rick's a daddy. I think Dodo is a daddy to some of the chicks that are got a little bit more white on them. Morty, I did place him with Rainbow. Hi. See the chick over there that's got the white? That chick is one of Rainbow's chicks. And I think one of Dodo's kids. And, last breeding I placed Rick with some babies, which is where I'm keeping the female from. This time I placed Morty with Rainbow. And one of my other hens, I can't think right now. One of my other black girls. That Rainbow gets along with, I think. I don't think it was you. Or it could have been my Easter eggers, one of the other girls. I just can't think right now because my head kind of hurts. Because it's not that Rainbow gets picked on or the other hen gets picked on. It's just those two hens are normally buddy up with Morty. And keep Morty protected, make him feel safe. And I'm waiting for those chicks to hatch, so I can actually get a Morty chick. And some of the eggs came out fertile, and some of them didn't, because Morty, like I said, has to feel his way around. And there was a lot of eggs laid, and there was only a few of those eggs that, there's about 10 eggs I put in, and I think there's only about 5 of those eggs that were actually fertile. So I really don't care if it's a hen or a rooster. It's a Morty child. And Rick is related to Morty, so it would be a grandson. Hi guys. And some of these still got some spots on them. And some of them that have black on them, it's kind of hard to see, but I do got them marked of, I can tell who came from who. Now, if they get sold, I don't care, that's fine. I can look back through my pictures to be able to tell who's who, what came from what. But it's just for me to be able to look back through my pictures if somebody wants to know, be like, well, that was a chick that came from this one, this is what you have, and this is what breeds mixed with what. Now, if they take them and they want to use them to incorporate with their lines to know what they have to mix with what chickens they want to produce better quality chickens, better egg producers, better meat producers, that's fine. If they want these chickens to raise up for meat, that's fine. You know, they're nice hardy birds. But these birds are great egg producers, great layers, good protectors. If they're roosters, they're very hardy. If you want them for meat, they're a good quality meat bird. That's fine if that's what you're going to use them for. But I personally have bred them for not only, you know, nice looking, pretty birds. Because look at my birds. They're nice, pretty birds. They got nice coloring, nice feathers. It's muddy right now, but they're overall, I mean, they're not show birds, but they're a nice, pretty bird. You can come out, look at George. Look at how beautiful he is. He is a mixed bird. But look at how beautiful he is. Look at the nice coloration on Rick. I mean, he's cross. He's a Jersey Giant cross, but look at how beautiful he is. Aren't you, Rick? Yes. Gorgeous George. Look at him. And my brown duck over here, he's a cross. But look at how gorgeous he is. He's a nice little addition to your flock. And him, he looks like he looks like a Cayuga duck. But he's actually a cross, but he's a nice little cross to add to it. Ooh, look at you. And you're an actual Easter egger. Yeah. I don't know where your puffy cheeks went to. I think you're in your shedding era, but she's supposed to be an Easter egger. Somebody told me she might be a Weisenheimer or something like that, but I don't think she is. She might be. She might be the Weisenheimer, whatever you call you. And that's my Easter egger over there. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah. I might have placed Morty with her. Because she's always in the pen with Morty. And then I got pretty babies with her, I don't care. It's either her or that girl right there. What are you doing, Red? Hey, silly girl, what are you doing? Chickie, chickie. Nice. Chicky, chicky, chicky. But yeah. I mostly have people coming here. That's Barbie. Yes, I have a chicken named Barbie. I had no clue what to call it. I wasn't even thinking of, and it was way before that movie Barbie came out. It was a long time ago. Like maybe 4 years ago. Right? You were Barbie way before the Barbie movie. Yes. Yeah, way before the Barbie movie. Uh-huh. There's been one girl over there. I have a Bermuda. That's a Bermuda, and my other blue girl is Lorelei. I used to have a Bahama, but she kind of passed away. I'm waiting for some of my chickens to show up that are blue. It's very hard to get blue because I don't have a blue rooster anymore. But, you know, stranger things have happened. But some of these guys have some brown coming out on them. So, I definitely know who the daddy is to some of those ones. And the mama, which is Dreamy right there. Yeah, because some of them are Easter eggers. And yeah, hi Dreamy. And some of them your babies? Yeah, I know they are. Because look at that dreamy color tan on them. Like that one over there and those green legs. That's an Easter egger thing. Yeah. And you see this funky looking hairdo right there? Look at those chicks in the back of the necks and the funky hairdo. See the back of the necks and the funky hairdo? Hey, no fighting up there. Keep it civil. I don't want to have to walk up on that little hill. Now cool it. That's what I thought. Yeah, back there. See you looking at me. Hey, who's starting the trouble? Hi, wonky girl. Daddy didn't get you out, did he? You want to come out with the baby chicks? No, you might drown them. Maybe tomorrow. I don't want her out with the chicks because if the chicks go over there in the pool, they might... Cuddles was okay with the chicks. If the chicks got in the pool, she'd throw them out. Literally, she would. I don't know if Wonky would do that. Hi. Conjur's back here. Hi, Jack. I see you looking at me. I see you looking at me, Jack. Mm-hmm. Now that I walk up here, you're like, oh, what? Oh, there's my girl from last year. On top of that. Yep. She looks like a Millie Fuller, but she's not. She's a silky Millie Fuller mix. That's what I wanted. Nope, that's not her. She's way back there. I think the Millie Fuller mix is the one that's way back there. I had a Lenser. That's my silky Millie Fuller mix. Juniper. That is Conjure. And that is one of his sons. It's for sale. That's the other son. Those are my two silkies. Oh, that needs cleaned out underneath there. But that silky right there, the black one is Knuckles. She walks in her knuckles. Yeah. Yeah, because you're... Yeah. But yeah, I gotta clean up underneath there. Yeah, this is a cleaning day. We're taking our time. And it's all muddy in here. It gets the muddiest right there. I don't know why. It doesn't leak. We've dug around. We have holes. They've dug. You see how they've dug over there? And we've mucked this out. We gotta muck this out again. And we have drainage holes all along there. So it drains. We have drainage holes here and underneath there. And it's still a pain in the tuchus. I'm just gonna get the bunnies real quick. I need to get their water bottles up. And Garth and Noah. I gotta get their water bottles dug out, and I gotta deep clean their water bottles before I put them up. Yeah. From being in storage all winter. You know. Gotta get that done. Yep, I gotta deep clean your water bottles before I put them up. Yeah. Hi, babies. You doing good? Hi, Noah. Hi. What are you doing? Hi, Garth. Hi, Noah. Alright, I better get back and relieve John so he can get back to work. But that's the farm. Oh, so much to do. So little time to do it. Work is never done. But that's what happens on a farm. Sometimes you got eggs that hatch out. Sometimes you got eggs that go bad. I had an egg in an incubator that I thought was good. Wasn't good. It exploded. Ugh. You know, you're supposed to... Okay, why is this blurry now? There we go. Okay, Ben would not have hurt him. But the reason why I yelled at Ben is because I didn't want Ben to scare him too much by just running up to him. You see how easy Kylo went up to him? Ben just runs up to things too quickly. We're trying to teach Ben how to easily run up to... And I put him back. I don't care if he's out here and exploring. And stuff like that. But I had her pick him up because Ben has a habit of just running up to things. Like head on, like a puppy. Where Kylo does it very easily. I had to yell at Kylo when she was Ben's age. We had to get her. When Ben's in her service gear stuff, he does stuff very easily. But when, and Kylo did too. But when she wasn't, and she was on the farm, it was very, oh, farm dog, very gonna rush in. So we're trying to get Ben to learn, even when he's not in his service gear stuff, when it comes to stuff that's very small like that, you don't just rush up to it. Right, Kylo? Yeah. So I put the baby bird back for a little bit. I don't care if he's out here exploring and wandering around. If John was out here to watch Ben and keep him back, then I would come out here at the baby bird. Or if John was inside the house with Ben, or out there and had Ben out there, then I'd be out here with the baby bird and let him explore. And I'd have Kyla with me as a second protection, because she'll watch the air, watch the skies, watch out for kitties. Because while I'm watching a bird, I sometimes can't watch out for other dangers. Like she's trying to tell Ben, knock it off. That's why I have her out here. If she's over there laying, then I have no worries, no fears about if there is something hanging around here. Yeah. I have no worries and no fears. If there's something, you know, so I don't have, if, you know, Ben's just, you know, up, wandering around into everything. Still learning the ropes. But if Kylo's out back laying around, just lounging, then right now Ben's still learning every sight, every sound, every, you know, he's like, why are you back here? Why ain't you around? Because there's nothing, there's no danger, there's no threats. If there was, Kyla would be right here. I mean, she usually is sometimes if there's babies and stuff like it. She loves the babies. But she'll go out back, she'll lay out back, she'll be like, there's no predators, no nothing. So I'm not gonna, I don't have to worry about it. But I would have let the baby bird roam a little bit more if I didn't have Ben right there in his face. And that's why I did yell at Ben, and you might see in the other video, if it picked it up, me yelling at Ben. Because Ben just rushed up to it. And he didn't hurt the baby bird, but you heard the baby bird make a loud noise. He just scared the baby bird. And I don't want the baby bird to, you know, be scared of me or the dogs or Ben. I don't want that. Why are you... He's eating rocks. So that way, if I have the baby bird out and I'm feeding them, and the baby bird sees Ben or the dogs, he's not freaking out. Are you done out there yet?
Oh, I gotta get the finer stuff your dad said hung now and put in the big coop.
Okay. You want to take a break and watch these guys while I go film the other chicks real quick?
Hurry up, because I want to get this done so I can finish getting a big head.
Oh yeah, but you can take a break for about a couple minutes.
Okay, give me a
Hi.
cigarette.
Okay. Are you gonna feed yourself? I'm not feeding you.
There's no power in public
You gotta eat your worms.
Especially one who's in a fondle his sorceress to listen to her. I don't think the items came to light. I think the chapter overruled you.
Not gonna crop and get your foot.
The all-powerful sorceress to say the
Eat your
queen
worm.
knocked down from her glass pedestal.
Eat your worms.
It was your blood. Efforts in Sintra prevent the Brotherhood from placing the mages.
If you eat all them worms, I'll get you more.
How could you tell them? I did not.
Yeah, now that I'm filming, you think I'm gonna feed you.
Find the rest.
Here we go. Oh, Wiggly. Eat a Wiggly. Eat a Wiggly one. We get it. Better get that worm. The Wiggly one. Get it. There we go. Yep, you gotta learn to feed yourself. There we go. There we go. Good boy, Fidget. There we go. Get that wiggly worm.
But come on. These years.
Yep, get him, get him.
Are you going to kill her?
I don't want the minus coin.
Oh, mine
Yeah.
apparently.
You get down in
This is
there.
dirty. How do you care?
You first.
And then we still are a baby from time to time, and I've put them out on a towel. I've put them out on the floor in the kitchen.
I'm sure someone is legendary as you has already figured out.
We've taken him outside, and I've rolled the logs and showed him, and moved leaves aside and showed him this is where the worms are, underneath the leaves. You know, like if chickens, you know, would throw the leaves. Because I've seen the birds, you know, digging underneath the leaves. This is where the worms are. You know, sometimes you gotta forage for them. And just stands there like a big baby.
Camaro reeks of secrets. I could
Yep, there they are.
Just like I could be.
He still wants fed.
I imagine you sensed them too.
There we go. There, that's it. Good. See?
What happened?
You can feed yourself. And there's a towel there by the window, so he can look out the window and see that other birds feed themselves. Yes.
Pretty sure Voltus is the father.
I don't always have to feed you. Other birds feed themselves. Yes. Other birds feed themselves. I'm taking you outside and showing you that the other birds feed themselves. I've left you outside.
At his bedroom.
I mean, I sat out there. And you've watched the other birds eat.
You think he cursed her?
And it's like you're scared.
Okay.
The other birds chase you away, too.
Maybe.
Even the other robins chase him away. Like, no, go away, I'm not feeding you. They will. He tries to go over and have the other robins feed him, and they chase him away. Like, no, go away. Feed yourself. And there is other robins around that are his age, and he will try to go over and blend with them. And even the other baby robins chase him away. Like, no. And I see the other mother robins sometimes feed their babies, like, hey, this is a new food, but it's okay to eat. You can eat it. Like, sometimes, like, chickens will show their chicks, hey, this is the food you can eat. So, you know, I understand that, but it's like he'll go over and like try to get the moms to let him eat. And, or let them feed him, but no. Even the other baby robins that are his age and look like him, or a little bit younger or older, will chase him away. Like there is something majorly wrong with him. And I don't know why. Like, you can see him eating.
Destroy the throne. That's they wanted out is getting rid of the child.
And I've had other birds before that I've raised that I have let go, and the other birds have accepted him. They've been around dogs and cats before, so it's like, okay, it's not our smell.
Yeah. What was your...
Is there something physically, you know, mentally wrong with him that they're saying, no, go away? Like, has he got bird cuties?
We used to talk at great length about her troubles. Shouldn't be very naive.
Because I've even taken a litter pan and put these worms in it. I went and dug a whole bunch of wild worms.
She was ashamed.
Or she was frightened.
And figured, okay, well.
What if the relationship was not consensual?
And putting like one of those great big litter pans with just a little bit of dirt so he would feel the worms and maybe dig for them. I don't know. And he hasn't gotten, you know, worms underneath the ground, peck the ground, dig them up. We're still working on it. But maybe we'll get it. We got a little while yet. It's kind of like a dummy foal. Look up what dummy foal means. It takes him a while to get some things. And like I said, he could have fell from the tree. Could have been very far. He could have a little bit of head trauma. And it just, like, sort of like knocked him stupid. Like, you know, like it just takes him a little while to pick up things. Or it could have been like when my chicks get, can't get enough air in the egg. A little bit of lack of oxygen makes them just a little bit slower than the other birds. Are you getting full?
He was always nagging of her.
Got enough?
Always nagging.
And you want some gruel? That's what I call gruel. It's, you can either do like puppy food or kitten food. And I actually have, baby bird food.
He spoiled Anna with his seed. He refuses to kill this.
And it's for like all types of bird food, from wild birds to even your,
You wanted
you can use it for your ducks and chickens if you have to.
the affair.
And her Ada.
It's got all kinds of vitamins and minerals.
Her memory will not be sullied, not while I was
Yeah, cool.
protected.
Or are you getting fidgety and want me to feed you?
Till I thought I left the curse.
What do you want? Food?
No. Full test. We'll watch.
And I've got some axe worms. I might have a few butter worms left, or a little bit more fattier. Get it. There we go, Fidget, get it.
I, Sabrina Glavesic,
Get those wormies, get them.
to the Brotherhood to make good
There we go.
on the promise
Good,
of
Fidget.
his fears. To not place power before virtue.
Alright.
Welcome to the Brotherhood of Sorcerers. You may perform your enchantment.
I want him sort of get used to certain dishes and stuff eating at him, because I put food out for the birds and the squirrels sometimes in these dishes, you know, and sometimes in certain bird feeders. Like in the wintertime, I'll set like these little dishes out and stuff for the birds. So that way he's used to like, hey, she's got this dish out, this is, you know, for us. Some robins will hang around depending. Like really old ones that can't fly. Like can't make the trip anymore. Will sometimes hang around. We used to have an old robin that just couldn't go to her warmer weather, so she would hang around, or he would hang around.
You missed initiation.
Don't poop in that.
The enchantments are done. You committed.
So, we'd feed it in the winter.
Other information would be used.
Are you done?
And neither did you.
Alright, say bye.
Also, we're pretending your precious reckless.
Say bye.
If you disband me.